Hey everyone, this post is not a regular post. This post is a serious post, and I preface this video by saying that because watching white people change can be triggering to some and uncomfortable, and I've been called in and called out, and I'm going to walk you through some of those call outs. So if you don't want to be here for it, just want to let you know so that I don't cause any more harm. I want to apologize to the roller skating community, specifically the Black skating community and the people of color that roller skate, because I've been in the roller skating business for 12 years now, and times have changed, and this is a transformational year. And in the past, I have uncovered a lot of unconscious biases and microaggressions that have been in the marketing of my roller skate company. And I want to address all of those issues. But right now, I'm going to address the most recent issues. I'm going to address a collage of photos that was curated about me from someone else that spanned between the years of 2013 to 2015. None of these photos would I post today. And I want to apologize to anyone that saw these photos recently who felt harmed, triggered, uncomfortable, misrepresented, mocked. Anything but positive. And I don't think that anyone seeing these photos would leave feeling positive today. Instagram is tricky in the sense that, we're not always asked for our photos to be reposted before they are. I know I want to apologize to anyone that I've reposted in the past that has worn Moxi skates. I'm guilty of reposting photos when I'm really proud of someone that gets a big media spotlight for roller skating, especially when they're wearing Moxi roller skates. And in my past, I have reposted those, but I have stopped reposting those without permission years ago. But in my past, I have been very proud to see roller skating in the mainstream, especially in the covers of magazines or on a big Instagram feed like Starbucks. And I have, without asking or knowing who the person was in the photos, reposted them. If anyone ever contacted me about wanting to take a photo down that they were in, I have always taken those photos down. I would never, without consent or without being notified that I was misrepresenting someone in a photo wearing our roller skates, keep that up. So I'm going to talk now about this collage of photos. I'm going to go through each one of the photos. The first photo that I want to address is this one from 2013. And it's me and my friend playing with her hair. She throws her braids over my face, and I caption it with, "Should I get braids?" And when I look at this photo, I reflect on a really happy, funny time. But today, if you saw this photo for the first time, you might be really hurt by this. And I left this up for years, and I should have taken it down because posts like these are problematic. And I'm really sorry if I hurt or offended you with this post. The next photo is this one, me and my friend. It was around the same time that the Major Lazer Bubble Butt music video came out, and there in the intro of the video, there's some girls that get their butts inflated with an air compressor. And it's known in my friends group that I can't twerk and I have a bubble butt. I posted this photo making fun of myself. If you saw this photo recently, I'm sure it wouldn't be perceived that way. And I'm sorry that I didn't take this photo down. I'm sorry if this hurt your feelings. I was probably working out some hurt feelings myself with humor for having a bubble butt. I've always had a bubble butt my whole life. I've been called, Woody. There's been Facebook fan pages created about Estro's ass. I've had to confront my butt in public uncomfortably and embarrassingly so many times. And it's not something that I can change. And no one should ever feel bad about something that they can't change about themselves. And I know that my intentions mean nothing when I'm harming others, but I'm really sorry for this one. In no way was I trying to mock any big butts, except for my own big butt. The next photo that I want to address is this one from 2013, and it's a photo of some people that I booked on a gig, and that gig was a 70s gig, and the casting director was adamant about us wearing afro wigs, and I didn't realize at the time posting this photo would offend anyone. I realize now that it is completely inappropriate. I would never post this photo today. I would also stand up to any casting director that asked me or anyone that I booked to wear an afro wig because it's inappropriate, and I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that this happened, and I'm sorry that I kept it up for so long, and I'm sorry if I caused you any harm if you looked at this photo and felt it. And the last photo that was in the collage is from 2015, and it's captioned, "Straight Up Horizontal Beehive." My friends and I got together and were discussing how helmets take away from the outfit, which is a completely other insensitive topic. And we decorated our helmets by disguising them with wigs, and we called them hairmets. And I had a bunch of wigs from old gigs that I've worked, and I attached a blonde afro wig onto my helmet to create a beehive. A photo was shot of me and reposted in several places. Someone at the event, the person that actually created this collage, called me out for this online after the event. And they called me a racist. And like all unconscious biases, when you're first called out for something, my initial reaction is to defend myself because it was unconscious. So, because the first step in making any change or transforming yourself is to acknowledge that there's work to be done. And before you acknowledge that, I defended. And thinking about this I really have to thank you for calling me out then, because we had a conversation about it, and it was the first time I had ever read or learned about the word cultural appropriation. And I appreciate you so much for calling me out and discussing with me cultural appropriation, because since then I have never worn that wig or any wig like that. Seeing this collage shows me that I have so much more work to do. And I'm a leader in a company that is working really hard to do anti-racist work every day. And thank you for holding me accountable to these photos and these posts. It takes these kinds of call-ins to acknowledge the influence that you have on others and the harm that I can cause on others. And I'm really sorry that these photos surfaced all together and probably offended a lot of people in the roller skating community today. That's not who I am today. I learn every day. I've made big changes in my life to serve the roller skating community. And to create a culture in a company that works to dismantle a racist and a white supremacist system, a male-dominated industry. And I just, I'm so embarrassed and ashamed. And I've removed those photos, I archived them, but I plan to bring them back and recaption them so that I can always remember that that's the way that I saw the world, and that I was insensitive before, because it will remind me that and give me confidence that I can change and that the world can change with communication and with calling in. And I'm really sorry I get emotional. Thanks for listening to this video. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. Intentions mean nothing when harm is caused. And there are now a lot of Black skaters that we represent in sponsorships and at the workplace as employees, and even just on our feed. I don't want my insensitivity, microaggressions, unconscious biases to ever affect anyone that represents Moxi. And I want anyone that is wearing roller skates to be confident in them. And there's a lot of my roller skates out there. There's a lot of Moxi skates out there. And they're no longer mine. They're yours. And this company works and changes to serve you. And there's a lot of work to be done. And this conversation is not over. This is an ongoing conversation that needs to be had, because I really believe that our generation is dismantling a white supremacist and racist system. And I really want to be a part of that. I have always, since I was a child, wanted to be a part of that. So thanks again for listening. I'm very sorry to get emotional. And I'm really looking forward to having a more loving, inclusive, diverse roller skating community. Because that's what this world deserves, and that's what this world needs. Thanks.